Magandang araw sa ating lahat at welcome sa Introduction to IELTS Tagalog version. Before, gumawa na ako ng English version na to. So kung gusto nyong panoorin ang English version ng video ito, so ilalink ko dito yung YouTube link niya. And ang rason kung bakit gumawa ko ng Tagalog version ay para sa ating mga skilled workers na kailangang maintindihan kung ano nga ba ang IELTS gamit ang lengguwaheng Tagalog at ang wikang Filipino. So ngayon, gagamit ako ng English at Tagalog or Filipino upang i-deliver itong lecture na to. Okay, so this video is brought to you by the English Test Prep Providers. So sa session na to, pag-aaralan natin kung ano nga ba yung IELTS bilang language test, ano-ano yung mga modules na tinitake ng mga IELTS candidate, at bakit nga ba natin tinitake ang IELTS, para saan ito. Bibigyan din natin ng pansin kung ano ang format ng IELTS test at scoring nito. At panghuli, pag-uusapan natin kung ano man yung mga test registration processes at test fees dito sa Pilipinas. So, pag-aaralan natin din kung sino at ano-ano bang mga test centers ang pwede nating puntahan upang makapag-exam tayo ng IELTS. Okay, so bago ang lahat, nais ko lamang magpakilala. So kami ang English Test Prep Providers. So we are an online review centers for high-stakes English proficiency tests. So nagbibigay kami ng online review sa IELTS, TOEFL, PTE Academic, OET, CELPIP, and CAIL tests. So kami ay mga trainers and coaches at kami po ay Filipino language teachers and educators. So mga lisensyado po kaming mga guro dito sa Pilipinas. Okay, so nagbibigay kami ng professional guidance sa iba't ibang lahi. So may mga estudyante kami sa Canada or Western countries, European countries, and even Asian countries. So tinutulungan namin sila upang makuha nila or maabot nila yung target scores nila sa IELTS, TOEFL, PTE, OET, CELPIP, and CAIL test. So ang goal namin, tinutulungan namin aming mga estudyante or reviewees para sa kanilang test preparation, pero hindi lang yon, mas tinuturuan pa rin namin sila kung paano nila gagamitin ng lengguwaheng Ingles para sa future use din nila yon. Lalong-lalo na kayo ay magtatrabaho or maninirahan sa bansa na ang English ay primary language. Okay, so since kami ay teacher, so we ensure that our teaching standards are in line with the ESL teaching. So ibig sabihin, we make sure na may matututunan ng aming mga estudyante. Okay, so without any further ado, let's get started. So ano nga ba ang IELTS as a language test? So may iba't ibang test tayo. At bakit IELTS ang mas kilala kaysa sa iba? Okay, ang IELTS po ay language test. So ibig sabihin nito, ito ay standardized test. So hindi siya basta-basta lang na examination na katulad ng tinitake natin sa eskwelahan or sa university. So ang IELTS test or IELTS, it stands for International English Language Testing System. So yung IELTS ay acronym po siya. So International English Language Testing System. So ibig sabihin, ito ay accepted all across the globe. So lalong-lalo na kung ikaw ay magtatrabaho, magmamigrate ka, or mag-aaral ka sa ibang bansa na kung saan ang kanilang pangunahing wika ay Ingles. So sa Canada, Australia, New Zealand, US, at United Kingdom. So yun yung mga kilalang bansa na kung saan English ang kanilang primary language. So kailangan mong mag-exam ng IELTS para patunayan na ikaw ay nakakapagsalita ng lengguwaheng Ingles. Okay, so ito ay ginawa ng University of Cambridge, ESOL, or Examination for Speakers of Other Languages. So kilala ang University of Cambridge na developer or test developers for language test. So sila yung kilalang kilala. So ang University of Cambridge po ay nasa United Kingdom. Okay, so it is one of the high stakes English tests. Ibig sabihin, isa lang 'to. Marami pang mga English proficiency tests such as TOEFL, Test of English as Foreign Language, CELPIP for Canada, TOEIC. TOEIC is used for international communication pero hindi siya high stakes English proficiency test na magsasabi talagang ito yung level of English mo. But for international communication, normally ang Korean and Japanese, ginagamit nila ang TOEIC. By the way, TOEIC stands for Test of English for International Communication. Okay, so IELTS, so fair and accurate and even reliable English proficiency test siya. So ibig sabihin, may mga examiners and experts or test experts ang mag-i-interpret or mag-a-assess and even mag-evaluate nung examination mo. Okay, ano-ano bang language skills ang ini-evaluate or mine-measure ng IELTS test? So si IELTS as a task-based examination, so ibig sabihin ng task-based examination, binibigyan ka ng iba't ibang task at inline ito sa 4 macro skills. When you say 4 macro skills, ito yung listening, speaking, writing, and reading. So ito yung 4 na macro skills upang tayo makapag-communicate sa ating kapwa. So dito tayo mine-measure. So these skills are graded individually according to the IELTS criteria. So si IELTS po ay may sariling criteria kung saan ang criteria nito ay inline din sa CEFR. So CEFR stands for Common European Framework of Reference. So yun yung may alignment siya doon sa CEFR upang patunayan na ito yung level of English ng isang candidate. Okay. How about sino naman yung mga recognized test administrators na kung saan doon tinitake ang IELTS? So meron tayong dalawang recognized test administrators. Ito ang British Council and IDP IELTS Australia. So itong dalawang ito, pwede mong i-take yung IELTS exam mo sa British Council or sa IDP. So parehas naman ay accepted. So nasa sayo na yon. Nagkakaiba lang sila ng kaunti sa test fees. Pero whether papunta ka ng UK, pwede ring IDP Australia or British Council. So sila naman ay co-partner or partner at test administrators ng University of Cambridge ESOL. Okay, so dako naman tayo sa mga modules ng IELTS at ano-ano naman yung mga purposes nito. Okay, so meron dalawang kilalang modules na pwede mong i-take sa IELTS. First ay ang academic module. So kung ikaw ay IELTS candidate na gusto mong mag-aral sa ibang bansa or gusto mong mag-exam, particularly ng NCLEX for nurses, kailangan mo ng proof of English proficiency. So ang iti-take na module test mo ay academic. So bakit academic? Okay, lalo-lalo na kung ikaw ay magma-masteral sa ibang bansa. Academic kasi i-assess o i-measure dito kung ano ang level mo when it comes to academic English or academic language. So dito malalaman kung ready ka na ba para sa level ng pag-aaral sa master's degree or sa training mo with professional registration. Pangalawa naman ay ang general training module. So ang general training module ay mostly for work or for migration purposes. So ibig sabihin, pwede mong i-take yung general training kung ikaw ay magmamigrate sa English-speaking country, most especially sa Canada. So kailangan na kailangan ito. Now, if you're going to use your general training, IELTS general training module for work, so better. Mas better siya kaysa sa academic kasi general training measures your English in the workplace. So hindi ka na magma-master's degree, so general training iti-take mo. Again, in a nutshell, kasi ang academic, for academic purpose, general training is for English in the workplace. So, Ang pagkakaiba nila is of course, sa general training, mas may encounter mo yung mga topics and passages based on the workplace context. Probably may mga advertisements kang mapabasa, meron kang letter na mababasa, or mga table or note completion or form. So everything na related to English in the workplace. Yan ang general training. Ang academic naman, of course, so you'll come across with um, academic passages. So medyo mahaba-haba yung babasahin mo, lalo na sa academic reading. So yun yung pagkakaiba nila. Okay. So sa mga nurses, lalong-lalo na, you're going to take not general, but academic module. So if you're planning to practice your profession as a nurse or healthcare professional in the UK, so you will be taking academic module. But there are some, just like our students who is a rad technologist, so radio technologist. So ang iti-take niya ay general training. Ayan. So depende kung anong i-require sa inyo ng agency nyo or anong i-require ng immigration. Okay. Okay, bago natin makalimutan, mahalaga na malaman mo kung ano yung module na iti-take mo. Lalong-lalo na kung ikaw magtatrabaho, so general training ang iti-take mo. So or else, masasayang lang yung examination na kinuha mo. Okay, so dapat alam mo kung anong module ng IELTS ang iti-take mo. Next, let's move on to the test format. So yung test format ay in line with the 4 macro skills. So remember, yung listening, reading, writing, and speaking. So yun yung test format. So may konting pagkakaiba ang academic module at general training module pagdating sa test format. And i-discuss natin siya. So okay, let's have the listening test first. So, yung academic and general training module ay may parehas na listening test. Okay? So, parehas lang format nila. So, ang listening test ay 40 minutes. So, 40 minutes ang ibibigay sa inyo upang tapusin yung listening test. So, yung 40 minutes is divided into 4 parts. So, 4 parts into different task types. So, may iba't ibang task types such as note completion, sentence completion, map completion, diagram, multiple choice questions. So, yun yung mga different task types na pwede mong ma-encounter sa listening exam. So yung 40 minutes and 4 parts is composed of 40 items. So 40 items ang listening. So ibig sabihin may 40 questions na kailangan mong sagutan. So yung 40 minutes divided into 2. So you have 30 minutes for you to finish listening to the audio prompt. Then bibigyan ka ng 10 minutes para i-transfer yung answer mo from the questionnaire going to the answer sheet. Ayan. So this format is for the paper-based. Pagdating naman sa computer-delivered, so gagawa ulit kami ng panibagong video. So sa computer-delivered, iba naman ang format nila. So sa paper-based, may transferring time. Sa computer-delivered, let's find out. Okay? Now, reading. So dito may kaunting pagkakaiba ang academic module sa general training. Balit, parehas naman sila ng time allotment. So yung time allotment nila ay 60 minutes or isang oras. So meron kang isang oras para tapusin yung 40 items na reading test. Sa academic module, yung mga IELTS test candidates ay makakasalamuhan nila yung mga tatlong reading passages. So probably yung word count nun ay 900 to 150. So ganun kahahaba yung mga passages ng academic module. For the general training, there are 5 sections. So depende yung length ng word count per passage, but the passage is based on the English in the workplace. So based on the workplace context. Okay. Let's move on to writing. So may pagkakaya ba ulit dito sa academic and general training modules. But they both have 60 minutes time allotment. So for both academic and general training, there are 2 tasks. Nagkakaiba lang sila pagdating sa task 1. Okay, so academic module, the task 1 is a data description. So data description, ibig sabihin, you're going to write a report. So i-report mo yung table, graphs, pie charts. So yun yung normaling inire-report or ginagawa sa task 1. So sa task 1, preferably, bibigyan ka ng 20 minutes para tapusin ito. Task 2 naman ay ang academic essay. So 40 minutes naman siya. So bibigyan ka ng topic for your essay, then isusulat mo siya in 40 minutes. Sa general training, ang task ko naman ay letter writing. So just like what I've mentioned, it measures your English in the workplace. So magsusulat ka ng liham. So letter writing siya. So parehas ng task 1, it's 20 minutes din siya. Then for the essay, so it's 40 minutes then, the same with the academic module. Now, so bakit 20 minutes ang task 1 and bakit 40 minutes ang task 2? So task 1 ay 20 minutes because it is 1/3 or 33%. Both academic and general training, para sila ng percentage. So 33% siya ng overall writing score mo. While essay is approximately 67% or 67%, 2/3 of your overall writing. So ibig sabihin, i-multiply pa yun. I-multiply pa or kukunin pa yung percentage of score mo per task. For example, nakuha ka ng 7 sa task 1 for data description, academic, i-multiply pa yan sa 1/3. Then 7 sa essay, i-multiply pa yan sa 2/3. Then, so you will come up with your overall writing score. So I think we're going to discuss another, the in-depth scoring to another video. Okay, so let's move on to speaking. Okay, so ito naman yung common denominator ulit ng academic and general training. So for the speaking, so approximately 11 to 15 minutes siya. So hindi naman siya gaanong katagalan. Okay? So it's more on an interview-like examination. So meron kang examiner. So may isang examiner, IELTS examiner, na kakausapin mo. And then, actually, there are 2 examiners. Yung first examiner is yung examiner mo during the exam. Then, the second examiner is the examiner who will listen. So may makikinig pa. Kaya recorded yung speaking exam mo. So there are 3 parts in the speaking exam. So in part 1, it's an interview and introduction. So approximately 4 minutes to. So part 1, so tatanungin ka ng mga questions related to to yourself, and questions, so mga tanong katulad ng about sa pamilya mo, tanong na about sa trabaho mo, tanong about sa bansa kung saan ka nakatira, or hobbies. Ayan. Then sa part 2, it's an individual long term. So ibig sabihin nito, ikaw ay magmamonologue. Ibig sabihin, ikaw lang yung magsasalita. Bibigyan ka ng task card, bibigyan ka ng time para mag-prepare. 1 minute yun. Then sa task card, after ng 1 minute, kailangan mong magsalita for 2 minutes. So may topic na ibibigay sa'yo. For part 3, it's a two-way discussion and it runs 4 to 5 minutes approximately. So yung questions naman and topics sa part 3 are related to part 2. Pero medyo may konting kahirapan and kailangan mong mas mag-elaborate pa. So may mga tanong na kailangan mong balansehin at may mga tanong na kailangan mong i-elaborate or bigyan mo pa ng linaw. Okay, so ngayon, dako naman tayo sa registration process sa Philippines. So, ang registration process, I'm going to share with you the registration process in the IELTS. Okay, so first, Bago ka mag-exam, of course, kailangan mong mag-register. So, hindi ka pwedeng basta-basta ka na lang pupunta sa British Council or IDP para mag-take ng exam. Okay? So, first come, first serve basis po ang registration. And as much as possible, 3 weeks before your actual test or 3 weeks bago ang test date na gusto mong kunin. So, may deadline din siya. So, yun yung deadline niya. 3 weeks before your preferred test date. So, first step is kailangan nung malaman kung ano yung IELTS test na ite-take mo. Remember, depende sa purpose mo yan. Kung mag-aaral ka, academic module. Pag magtatrabaho ka and for migration, then general training. Then kung meron ka mang legal education institution na may nag-a-advise sa'yo, so sila din mag-a-advise sa'yo kung ano yung module na iti-take mo or yung agency. Depende sa purpose mo and yun yung magde-design or magde-design kung or decide, sorry, kung anong module ang iti-take mo. Okay? Or else masasayang lang yung exam mo. Okay, then mamimili ka yung preferred test date mo and as much as possible yung free ka or available ka and your test location. So preferably yung mas malapit na test location sa bahay mo, okay? Or sa city mo, around the vicinity of your home address. Okay, so marami namang test locations dito sa Philippines. So again, pwede mong i-take siya IDP or British Council. Then of course, kailangan mong i-prepare, ihanda mo yung mga test requirements mo. So of course, pupunta ka ng ibang bansa, definitely, you should have a passport and it should be valid 6 months before your test. So dapat valid siya. So or else, kung paso na yung passport mo, hindi mo siya magagamit. So, so hold your horses. So meron tayong list of valid IDs that you could bring. Okay, so if you want to know more about the test days and test occasions and test availability, you can just go to this website. Okay, this is the idp.com or IDP Philippines website. Okay. Okay, so this time I'm going to discuss in test format and the test fees. So let's discuss the test format and test fees for IDP. So again, each test format has its designated test fees. Okay, so iba-iba siya. So for the IELTS standard IELTS test, academic or general training, so ito yung test fee niya. Then computer delivered. So iba naman ang IELTS kapag computer delivered. Pero parehas lang sila when it comes to the difficulty of the test. Okay. Next, IELTS UKVI. So UKVI stands for United Kingdom Visas and Immigration. So you're going to use your IELTS to UK. So may IELTS UKVI computer delivered test din. So ayan dyan yung fees. And IELTS life skills. Ang IELTS life skills naman po ay for fiancé visa or for spouse visa. Normally, ang tinitake ay A1 and B1. Ang B2 po ay tinitake lang sa United Kingdom. Okay? So, ang IELTS life skills ay iba sa regular or standard IELTS test. Kasi sa life skills, more on listening and speaking ang minimeasure dito. Unlike the standard IELTS test, measured ka by band score 1 or 0 to band 9. For IELTS life skills, it's going to be pass or fail. So it's a pass or fail exam. Okay. Next, for British Council, so it's the same test format but the test fees medyo may konting pagkakaiba lang. Okay? So again, whether you will take your exam via IDP or British Council, it's fine. So both are accepted. Next, ito yung list of following valid government-issued IDs. So, of course, your passport and at least 6 months valid. Valid at least 6 months before the test date. And of course, if you are a nurse, teacher, engineer, or professionals na nag-board exam ka, so you can present your PRC ID. As well as your SSS ID, GSIS, and UMID or Unified Multipurpose ID. So as much as possible, you can bring at least 3 of these IDs for supporting proof of your identification. Next, of course, magre-register ka through www.ieltsregistration.com. Then, gagawa ka ng panibagong account. Then, as much as possible, ang gagamitin mong email sa account mo ay active. Kasi si British Council at IDP ay nag-communicate or nagpapadala sila ng mga emails via email. Active email. Yes. So, yun yung means of communication nila. Lalong-lalo na kapag malapit na yung test date mo. So, pinapadala nila doon, sinasend nila sa'yo kung ano yung location, exact location, exact time, at ano yung dadalin mo. So, always remember then na ang registration procedure has a time limit of 30 minutes. So, in 30 minutes, kailangan matapos mo yung registration procedure mo. So, you can do this online. Okay, so after that, ng step 3, you're going to proceed to the payment page. So, you can pay via Metrobank Bayad Center, or you can also pay through visiting our the IDP office. Or you can settle your payment via Metrobank bills payment or offline payment, mag-over-the-counter ka sa IDP with your respective branches, or you can pay as well via PayPal. Okay. Then, makaka-receive ka ng payment confirmation through your email. So, dapat after mo mag-settle ng payment, kailangan mong i-check yung email mo dahil doon nila isi-send yung confirmation ng pagbabayad mo. So, yun nga, sabi ko nga, British Council and IDP used to communicate using your active email. So, always refresh and keep yourselves posted. So, kailangan mong updated. Kailangan mong updated sa lahat. Lalong-lalo na 3 days or 1 week before your examination. Okay, so if you have questions, you can just comment down below. And if you want, you can also message us, okay? So kung ngayon naghahanap ka ng review center or online review center to help you prepare for your test. So we, the English test prep providers, so we are more than willing to help you and be part of your journey. So you can send us a message through our Facebook and website. So just go to the link of this of our website. So englishtestprepproviders.wixsite.com/Philippines, or you can search us on Facebook. Input nyo lang to sa search box at ET, so capitalized, P, capital, prep providers. So yan. Or pwede nyo naman kaming i-reach via email. So yung email po namin ay ieltsfreelancetutors@gmail.com. So, or lastly, pwede nyo rin kaming i-text or tawagan through these numbers. So we're going to offer affordable online review for you at the comfort of your home. So rest assured that most of our coaches, not most, should I say lahat. So lahat po kami ay licensed English teachers and licensed psychometricians. So nakakasigurado po kayo na you are in good hands. Okay. So if you have questions, so just reach us through Facebook, email, or through these numbers. Okay? So let's call it a day. Thank you for watching.